Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Fatal Frame 5 Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. When we last left off, we were about to read books, but we didn't, because I wanted to end the episode. Ha! In your face. Is this my diary? Tomorrow is the day of the festival. I can see the mask dancing. I can't wait to go to the festival with everyone, but if I put on a mask, will I forget about everything again? I love the blank page here. That's really effective. This illness is making me lose my memories. I remember being sick, but the people who I can't meet anymore, the people who have died, my father, they all disappear. Oh, wait, okay. Let me read this again. I remember being sick, but the people who I can't meet anymore, the people who have died, my father... So, people who have died alongside my father, so her father's disappeared alongside the people who have died, and she can't meet anymore. They all disappear. If I try to remember, I start feeling scared. But if I don't remember, my father will disappear. The father I can remember will die. I'm scared. I'm scared of remembering, but please don't disappear. That's a real conflict of interest. When I took it out of the box and looked at it carefully, I faintly remembered something. This is the mask she wore on the night of the ritual? Okay. Thank you. Don't put it on. Don't put it on. Don't put it on. The day of the festival when I was kidnapped. It hurts to remember. The day when I was kidnapped. What did they do to me? Well, I mean, I think we can conclude that her home life was a little bit on the messed up side of things. Look, I have no idea what this blue shiny thing watch it is. So I'm just going to move on. Now where do we go? Do we need to pick up the mask or something? Oh, what I was going to say, I think this was in the previous episode, but I will continue on. In her house there was a Buddhist shrine, or a shrine at least, shrine to someone who had died. Where is the thing? I just want to convince myself that there is nothing else in this room that we need. Okay, well, I'm convinced. Oh, so the reason why I'm going to assume there is the mask is that I think earlier in the game it said that there were death masks. Again, it's actually been a long time. A long time since I actually started this Let's Play due to just life things happening, so I can't remember all of the details. But it would make sense. I think a lot of different places have death masks of some description. So rather than having a picture, they keep the death mask on it. Another diary. Oh, nurse's note. Stagnant air flows through this hospital. Hospital staff dying in accidents, inpatients disappearing mysteriously. The sorrowful presence here suddenly begun. Ever since that day, the behavior of the patients has become increasingly strange. The doctors and nurses have been crushed by the dismal atmosphere. After Tsubaki on the 3rd floor died, I have had to take charge of her duties there until new people can be hired. I had to take over. There was no one else. I maintained contact with the patient that left the hospital, the child that was kidnapped and found safely. When the child's room was cleaned, I found her mother's diary. The mother and child have left the island now, and they won't be coming back to get it soon. All it held was painful memories of the place on the island where they grew up. They may come back someday. Until that time, it's important to keep it safe. Tsubaki, okay. This is what I want to reread. I maintained contact with the patient that left the hospital, the child that was kidnapped and found safely. When the child's room was cleared, I found her mother's diary. So this is Ruka's. This is our character's mother's diary. The mother and child have left the island now, and they won't be coming back to get it soon. All it held was painful memories of the place on the island where they grew up. Wait, so that shrine they were on before, they live here. I guess that would make sense if the customers are local to this region and they're making masks. Her father making masks, okay. They may come back someday. Until that time, it's important to keep safe. Hello. Thanks for keeping it safe. Here we go. Saika's Diary 3. Oh, and a key. Nice. Open the diary using... Okay, sure. Why give us a key and then a diary and then give us the key to open the diary all in the same... I mean, I guess it makes sense if they found it with... But why make... Okay, fine. Ruka, I'm sorry. I don't think I can take it anymore. When I heard from the detective how you were found, everything I believed in collapsed with a noise. They say that the tunnel they found you in was connected to the elevator shaft in Hyboro Hospital. I realized that putting you into that hospital and asking Dr. Hyboro to cure you was nothing but a mistake, and when I heard what condition your clothes were in when you were found, and what the tunnel was like, who would have thought that that person was involved? That person? I've noticed this in a lot of things that are translated from Japanese into English, is that they use the word that, like, oh, have you heard about that person? That person who ruined me. And they never specify who it is. It has to be revealed later on. But it's always that person. To imagine that murderer was really involved in all this, then there really isn't... Oh, wait. That murderer. So someone... Okay, so the reason they were kidnapped involves a murderer. Then there really isn't any place that can offer us peace anymore. Dr. Kirishima said it was unreasonable to take me to the place where you were found. From the 1st floor, Rogetsu corridor hall crossing to Hyboro Hospital. In the basement of Hyboro Hospital, there's no elevator button that goes further down than the 1st floor. That's where you were, against the old tunnel wall where the hospital's construction work was suspended, right under the moon reflection well. And if you remember earlier, I think the full moon has something to do with the spirits of the dead coming back in this, in this specific, like, interpretation of a specific Shinto religion associated purely with Rogetsu Island, right? Only a thin light shines down from the dark of the well. The cold air from that place makes the body tremble uncontrollably. When I stood in that place, I could only cry. Back then, what happened to you? Why did your heart break? Your memories vanish? Dr. Katagiri said, even if your memory doesn't return, you are fortunate to have survived. For now, we must try not to upset the balance of your barely maintained mental health. From now on, maybe it's not impossible for you to recover slowly and return to a normal life again. Well, good job there, Ruka. You sure decided not to kick the hornet's nest. But you probably won't remember anything from before you lost your memory. What reason do you have to remember when it would only break your heart? Maybe, just maybe, there's a chance that you may bloom. It'll be hard to lose our irreplaceable memories, but we need to forget about the things of the past. Wait a minute. A thought occurs to me that perhaps Ruka, I think our character's name is Ruka, isn't actually Ruka, but the ghost that bloomed? So that's why her memories? I wonder. We need to forget about the thing of the past, what you remembered, what's happened to us. We should only look forward, holding hands tightly. From now on, only remember the good things. Right. Yay! Actually, you know what? I might upgrade. And if this takes 20... Oh, nice. Ah, 1 blue crystal. I'll see how it feels. Because I think the reload speed is the time it takes before you can take another shot. Like, here. Yeah. So, maybe it will feel a bit more fluid. We're slowly uncovering the mysteries. So this is chapter 6, right? Tsukimori song. Well, I guess we can go downstairs now. I do love the way... Oh, I guess we can't go downstairs now. That's fine. I could be totally wrong. But they did mention elevator, right? So do we want to go back up here? Gee whiz, that's a long elevator. I guess we could... Okay, so what have we done? We've been there, been there, been there. I mean, I guess we didn't really figure out what was going on with that room. What's down here? No, we 100% did that. I feel like we have to go downstairs to the first floor. Here. Yeah, so there's no elevator button that goes down further than the first floor, so we want to go to the first floor, in other words. I think. Let's give it a go! Woohoo! I really find the story so interesting. I think what's fun about it... Ah, here we go. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we want to be in here. Ha! Outsmarted. That looks like it goes downstairs, right? Now we do the oldest trick in survival horror book. Go back through the door that contained the horrible monster and not get murdered. 'Cause they've got a low attention span. Gonna go save the game. Save the game. There we go. Woohoo, look at us. So smart and talented. Or are we? Find out next time. I hope you enjoyed this part, and we'll be back shortly.